Here are things that absolutely kill your attraction. These are things that your father probably never told you about girls. And these are things that most men have or still do struggle with. You don't see these commonly talked about in the dating community, but if you don't change this, then you will continue to struggle with attracting these high quality women into your life. And it's also a cause to the friend zone. Oftentimes when a man is talking to a girl, she will bring up an issue in her life, whether that's work or her roommates. Most guys try to solve her problem. Did you say this or did you do that? When most likely she just wants you to listen. And when you do this, it kills the man to woman dynamic. It begins to move you to the friend zone because it takes you from romantic interaction to a supportive friend. You don't want to blow off her problem. Acknowledge it and then go back to a flirty vibe. I totally hear you. That literally sounds so annoying. But I have to know, are you a summer type of girl or a winter type of girl? This is very important in the later stages of dating. Listen to her and then ask if she needs help. This will make her feel safe and comfortable, which makes you very attractive. Here are DMing and texting mistakes that guys should never do. If you do this, then it will make you look clingy, but that's not even the worst part. It could make or break something that could potentially be long term. The first is DMing or talking to them like you don't deserve them. Hey, you're so beautiful. I know that you'll probably never give me a chance, but most women date men who they perceive as equal or higher value than themselves. If you treat her like that at the start, you are communicating that you are lower value than her. Instead, position yourself as if you are worthy. It's attractive because it's rare. Remember, scarcity amplifies value. The second is, why would you DM her on Instagram asking for her Snapchat? You then have to go from Snapchat to number. It is way better to have a girl get your Snapchat after a date or two. You're not going to be one of the 20 men who gets a picture of a rock with the caption, streaks. Remember, the more steps you put between first interaction and then the first date, the less likely the date will actually happen. Because one of the most attractive things a man can do is to be direct and set a date. Bad habits that destroy your confidence and make you look like a beta male. A lot of you, or people you know, are doing this on a daily basis and they don't even realize it. It is completely sabotaging your self-esteem and stopping you from reaching your full potential. And one of the worst habits is talking shit and gossiping behind somebody's back. For example, you achieve success and they are cool to your face, but behind your back they're like this, anyone can do that, or this, I really don't know how he got that. Take a look at the psychology of that. I know gossiping might feel natural for a lot of people, but realize when you do this, it's because you feel less than the person you're gossiping about. You're doing it to make yourself feel better. And when somebody's talking poorly about you, then you are literally pulling insecurities out of them. Instead, if you find yourself talking about somebody, ask yourself what you can learn from them in order to improve the quality of your own life. Do not sink down and stoop to that level. Challenge yourself and your own beliefs if you really want to reach your full potential. Male body language secrets that will make you look more attractive instantly. I cannot emphasize enough how important body language is. It not only affects how people perceive you, which perceived value is crucial for attraction, but also when you improve your own body language, it makes you more confident internally, which will make people naturally chase you. But one simple trick is that when you're talking to somebody, watch the way your body leans. Confidence has a lot to do with control. Most men, when talking to girls, they are leaning in too much and fully investing. But when you lean out, it's almost like you're unsure. This makes the other person psychologically lean in. They begin to subconsciously tell themselves that they are chasing you. She feels as if she's investing into you, which makes you have perceived value. This creates attraction because their internal dialogue is, wow, I must be attracted to this guy. Look at how interested I am. The next time you're talking to somebody, if you feel like you're not getting anywhere, then simply lean out in order to get them to psychologically chase you. Here are some signs that you are not an alpha male. There is no doubt that if you show alpha male characteristics, then you will be lusted after by women, and you will automatically command respect from others. If you feel like you're average, or you're somebody who wants better, then take note of what I'm about to tell you in order to improve the quality of your life. One sign that somebody is not alpha is that nobody respects him. When he talks, nobody pays attention. When he's walking in the mall, or really walking anywhere, nobody even looks at him. Notice how girls act because girls pay attention to men they respect. If you find that girls tend to notice you or listen to you when you're talking, then chances are you're more alpha than you think. One more key sign is your emotional self-control. Women are naturally attracted to strong men, but not physically strong, but mentally stronger. For example, if you're the guy that insults you and you become uncentered, then you need to work on your mental strength. Men who are alpha, they have an unbreakable frame. If life isn't going the way they want, they don't get mad, and this shows huge mental strength. What is the worst response you could ever receive from a text message? Obviously, the answer is silence. When you send out a text and get nothing back. So if a girl stops texting you, then do this. For certain types of texts, it's not the end of the world, but for others it really is. There are texts that require a response and others that don't. If you send a text asking multiple questions and telling her you really like her, you get nothing, and continuing the conversation gets really awkward. But if you sent a picture or some update about your life, no response isn't really a big deal. So from the start, it's better to send value texts that don't require a response. Example would be sending statements over questions. If you did happen to send those needy texts, first, don't be alarmed if you don't get a response. Sometimes life happens, people are busy. Give them time. If they never respond, however, take it as a sign that they're not meant for you. If you feel anxious because you put an expectation on you two, you made up some fantasy in your head and you don't want to let go of that. So what you need to do is remove yourself and that expectation. Don't keep chasing that which does not want you. Make room for the right person to walk right in. Here is one secret that will make you the most confident person in the room. Once you can understand and master this, then you will be confident in any setting. Because there are probably times when you feel confident, but when you need it most, it's not there. And it is because the pressure you put on yourself, also how you're framing the situation. The mistakes that you're worried about making, nobody else is seeing because they're worried about making their own. Social psychologists have called that the spotlight effect. Everyone is thinking that everyone is analyzing them down to the smallest detail. Realize that people do not care about the mistakes you're imagining because they're so focused on their own.